Hello, everyone, and welcome to Connections for Life. I'm Ted Pete.
I'm Ted Pete.
Oh my gosh, he got props.
I'm just
For the
ready.
win.
We actually didn't know that prior to starting.
He didn't even let us in.
That was pretty
for the
funny.
win.
I'll give you credit for that one.
Thank you.
You actually made me laugh. I don't even. The next question I really have for you is, why do you have a snorkel? Because you are not.
I went and got it in the garage.
Oh.
I'm really trying to put some more time into my craft.
For the local community, for the local community pool when you're.
I wonder if
My
there's
bathtub.
people who watch this show who are like, I wonder what stupid entrance Chad's going to do this week.
Marguerite said she does. She commented.
I
on YouTube
wonder.
and said every week I wait for Chad's entrance.
Not that they're stupid, they're just funny.
No, they're stupid.
Are we allowed to say stupid?
I don't know.
All right.
No, Chad can't bleep it out, so.
We're gonna roll with it.
So we're changing up a little, right, Teddy?
Yeah, special edition, remix, whatever you want to call it, hybrid, formatted Connections for Life today. We are not bringing a guest on.
I'm nervous. We haven't talked about this long in months.
This will be the least watched show that we do.
100%.
We're not going to bring a guest on. What we're going to do is just share a little bit about some things that we have upcoming at UPSCO, with the UPSCO Expo, with Connections, and what else am I missing there, fellas? Or something else?
Nothing. That's what we're going to talk about. Let's talk about the weekend first while I get the sand out of my mouth that was apparently still on that.
Joe.
I don't know if that was sand, Kubo. I just meant straight dirt.
It wasn't good.
That was whatever fell on top of the snorkel in the grill.
Yeah.
I probably should have washed it.
Yeah, you rolled the dice.
So what'd you do?
Joe, how was your weekend?
Yeah, Joe, what'd you do?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
So I coached my daughter's soccer squad now, and they were just absolutely brutalized this weekend. We lost 13-1.
They're no longer undefeated. Let's put it.
I think it was 13-1. Oh, we are feeded. Like that is a real thing. We got.
I told
feeded.
Joe when he texted me that he should have played. I told him he should have played in the game.
It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. It would have been over with anyways. No, we were in the girls' defense. We were very, very shorthanded. We only had 2 on the bench, and the other team had like 7 or 8 on the bench.
That'll do it automatically.
We gassed out early, and with the new addition of wearing the masks out there, it's a little bit more difficult for them to kind of breathe. So yeah, we had a rough go on Saturday. And Sunday what did we do? We decorated the Christmas tree a little early, but we figured we'd get that out of the way. So yeah, that was maybe we'll do a Christmas tree decorating contest. You guys want to do that?
Maybe we should have
a
poll on people who decorate before Thanksgiving and people who decorate after Thanksgiving.
Well, I normally don't, but I seized the opportunity that yesterday we had the time, so it was fun. But other than that, it was a pretty standard, normal weekend. What about you guys?
Well, my wife, you're talking about decorations, so my wife and kids are these huge, like, let's decorate our house and make it look like the Griswolds, all right? And I never have time.
Nor do you ever want to, because it's not bad putting it up. You got to take it down
eventually. I said, my wife goes, it's not even that hard. Everybody else does it. I go, they literally made a song about how bad it is. Hanging up the lights. And you know what she did? She came home from Sam's Club with about 30 of these. Okay. All right. Because the new house has all this great area for me to hang lights.
I hope she brought a staple gun there, Clark.
Yeah. So that was my I got to hang up lights. That was one of my tasks I was given over the weekend, and then
as evidenced by your props, it didn't work.
I haven't got to it yet. She brought it home yesterday. Yeah. I got to the weekend. She gave me a deadline, or I have to move out.
All right. Yeah. Well.
Other than that, my son and I went and did some workouts. He's moved his game up from 200 makes a day to 4, like 350 or 4 makes a day, 350 to 400 makes a day.
What do you mean? You got to go back.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Baskets?
Why don't you give us the beginning part of the story?
To us non-basketball people, we don't know what that really means.
So he was going out and he was doing about 200 makes a day.
So he makes 200 baskets.
Makes 200 baskets a day. Just in addition to other stuff, but like he guaranteed put
It's the 10,000 rule. If you get the faster you get to 10,000, the faster you're an expert at it, right? I mean,
Oh, okay, exactly, yeah. So he upped his game and said he's going to do, three
Wait a minute.
to four every.
how many does he have to shoot?
Why
to
is
get
it
300?
10,000 is the mark? Like
That,
why?
but if you look up anything, it's a big thing in hockey.
Yeah.
In hockey, they say if you've shot 10,000 pucks, you've actually mastered the process of shooting pucks. Like
So
that,
with
it's the
basketball,
mark of 10,000. If you look it up, it's
there's a
they say
direct
about-
correlation with basketball. So 1% of all high school basketball players go on to play Division I college basketball, right? And then there's a correlation because there's 1% of high school basketball players who put in 1,000 makes a day. So if you make
I can't imagine you
correlation
have
to
to
go-
shoot 1,500 basketballs. I have to assume, right, to make 1,000. Like
So you think it gets that big, but then when he upped his game up, I was like, buddy, this is a big commitment, da, 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 da. And he goes, yeah, it's really not. He goes, all right, so we do these things called perfects. They're like form shooting, right? You start like 2 feet from the basket,
yeah, and you back up. Okay.
form, boom, boom. You make 5, and then you do it from the right side, you do it from the left side, right? And then you do it with your left hand, boom, boom, right? There's 30 makes, all right? Then you
Makes sense. Okay.
60 makes, okay? Then
Unless you only make 3 like me, then you'd
I'd lose track
makes.
counting and have to start over. I'd be out there all week.
How does he do that?
It'd be
That's another-
over.
does he have a little button, like a little,
Yeah.
like a little?
Clicker.
No,
window?
you just know in advance. Like, all right, I
All
have.
right. Well, when your kid ends up in the NBA, I'll subscribe.
That's awesome. No, that's neat though. I like that.
So
that's,
we spent a lot of time in the gym, and
that's pretty neat.
Matt, I watched my Cowboys win a game.
Wow.
3 in a
I
row.
thought they were going to the Super Bowl. Don't you know, Joe, $20 or something like that?
I'm gonna if they don't win the Super Bowl, I owe Joe
No, it wasn't win the Super Bowl. I just said they wouldn't win 10 games.
we have to check the recording. I thought I bet that they would go to
Let's throw it to the tapes.
Go to the tape.
I'd rather have the Super Bowl bet because at least they got a shot at weeks playoffs. Dak
So
Prescott's
what do we do? I kind of had, I'm sorry, Teddy. I kind of had the same experience as you guys did over the weekend. I pretty much drug out every piece of Christmas light that's possible in this house, which is, there's a lot. And yesterday, Lindsay spent most of her day putting up the tree. I do the outside stuff, which I did actually last week, but she does most of the inside, and it looks great. It's just so much work, and just, I mean, and she has like, we don't really decorate for anything, but I feel like I moved the whole house upstairs for Christmas.
I'm gonna get one of those, like 5 of those those yard spotlights you put in your yard and they just project.
I have one.
I'm gonna get like
It's
5
great.
of those. That's gonna be my level of decorating.
You really only need one. You don't.
Oh, I'm gonna get 5.
So other
Blast it out.
than that, didn't do a whole lot really. We went out to dinner, but nothing special.
Let's talk about the Expo, huh?
Yeah,
As
let's
much
do
as
that.
we're all interesting.
Okay, yeah. Let me.
One of these days, somebody's gonna have like a really cool, interesting weekend, but it hasn't happened in 34 weeks. So
34.
That is funny if you think about it.
yeah, man, we've been boring for 34 weeks. That's just a total commitment of our lifestyle, huh?
I can, well, you gotta, hey, as I say all the time, everybody has a role.
What are we doing here? Oh,
Sharing the
Expo.
screen so we can go down the little thing. I think Teddy, we talked about this before. We came up with this format about 7 minutes before we started recording today.
I don't even know about it, so I wasn't even paying attention.
You didn't pay attention, Joe. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Sorry.
He was posting, unlike I do.
I was- yeah, you know.
Wow, my background looks eerily familiar.
So this is so it's up. I'm good. I can't tell. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Go
good.
to click for schedule would be the
So guys, this is our webpage that we know all of you have visited several times. You're gonna, register for all of the classes that are upcoming here at the UPSCO Expo, and work our way down. There's details. Chad made this, so I want to give a kudos to him because
I did. I really stepping out of my comfort zone there. It's a high tech website.
Yeah.
Joe, now in my defense, I pretty much made the website, but if you read any words for the most part, it's pretty much Joe's, except for the ones that don't have to be formal sentences. Those
or the ones that are misspelled. Those are not mine either.
That was me typing, not Joe typing.
Yeah, I was just telling him what to say. So if there's any spelling errors in there, that's all. Send your comments to Chad Kuvo. Thank you.
at Chad.
Teddy, I don't want you to skip over that one little yellow spot there, the GoFundMe part. We've seen not much of an uptick so far. We're really trying, hopefully, as we introduce this in every class, we're going to talk a little bit about the GoFundMe and be able to share that link in the classes. But it is to help our small town of Moravia during Christmas and other times too. So Just
Why don't we have that
keep
link in our bio of the of this week's episode? A direct
Good idea.
on me in the bio. I
All
don't,
right, you get working on that, Teddy.
no, I don't know how to do that. I'm not volunteering.
It's Joe's department.
That's Joe's
So,
department. 100%.
Go ahead, Ted. I didn't mean to. I just wanted to make sure we touched on that real quick.
No, great.
Let's talk about the classes real quick. Huh?
Hold on, let's talk about registering. How do they register, Chad?
Oh, I'm not sure. I just made the website.
Joe, how do they register?
No, literally, guys, as Ted goes down here, you'll be able to see that you don't have to register for the expo all together at one. That's not really, we didn't want to set it up that way. We didn't want to take 2 days of people's time. So essentially you can register for every track or every class that's actually on the website. So we tried to make it a little bit easier, and we tried to break this out also by days, so Ted can go first on day one.
Perfect.
Talk a little bit about each thing, just breeze through them. And
So I'm going to breeze through these as I was instructed by my colleague.
I don't want to get stuck.
Sounded good. All right. So we're going to start out on December 1st, 8:45 in the morning to 9 a.m. with our president of our company, the visionary of our organization, and I know a personal mentor to each one of us, Dan Pajak. And we're gonna host it as a CFL episode a little bit, and there's going to be some exciting stuff talked about there. Directly following that, we will have Mr. Bill Cantrell, another CFL guest from the past of the SGA. Bill's going to give a wonderful push, I'll say, on his role and SGA's role in the natural gas industry.
Essentially promoting the industry, Teddy. That's what he's trying to do, really.
Yeah, just building awareness for all.
Really good stuff. He does an awesome presentation.
He does. In the first track, in track 1 from 10:30 to 11, we'll then have protecting above ground and at-risk natural gas piping systems. This is Dave Morrow of OPW Halo Valve. This is a really cool device that could help a lot of dangerous accidents, high risk strikes, and check it out if you have that issue. All right. Next, from the 12:30 to 1:30 platform, we are going to have leaking gas extraction, the process, prevention, and the tools. Dave Kepsel. This is showcasing the MDW vapor extraction unit, which is used all across the country to locate leaks and for a plethora of other services. Next, after that, we'll have in the 2 to 3 p.m. slot, we'll have Mr. Brett Stone and Mike Pacheco of McElroy. And they are going to be describing the McElroy system for the natural gas, bleeding green. Moving to track 2 for day 1, we'll have the early section will be the same with Dan and with Bill. And then in the 10:30 to 11:30 slot, we'll have Mr. Chris Tomei of Rhino. And he'll be discussing pipeline markings best practices, and that is exactly what it sounds like. In the 12:30 slot,
Perfect.
Static electricity and pipelines by the ever entertaining Dirk Smith. He gives one of the best presentations of this.
That's fantastic.
I've sat through it several times now, and it's so informative and it's so beneficial. It's going to be a good one. And then the final one, before I get to shut up, is going to be from 2 to 3 with Donna Stoughton and Ken Tracy of Charter Plastics, and they will share all of the intricacies and whatnot of how plastic pipe is made at Charter. So that's day 1.
Thank you, Ted. That's pretty good. Hey, look at that. One registrant will win an Apple iWatch as well.
I hope it's me. I registered for everything.
I'm sorry. It's not.
Doesn't say it. Doesn't say that.
It's behind there.
Oh.
If you click on that
President
icon
White.
there, Joe, it says Joe Surratt cannot.
It's just a picture of me
It's
with
not
a red line
employees,
through
it's
it.
only Joe. It's not employees. It's
just
Joe.
like
other
one of those
employees can win,
do
just
not
not Joe.
smoke. Yeah. Do not smoke signs with my face. Yeah.
One of the things I had in there, for some reason, I don't know how I got 8:45 to 9 for Dan on that thing on the website. It's actually 8:30 to 9 when you sign up for that Zoom meeting. So I just wanted to point that out. I did change it literally while you were doing it, Ted, too. So
Okay.
8:30 to 9. I think we'll probably talk with Dan for a little bit more than 15 minutes in our live CFL thing there. So I got tasked with day 2, which means I have the most to talk about because I didn't realize Ted got to get rid of 2 of them because 2 are in the same tracks. So anyways, the first one is proper separation of utilities and how tracer wire can prevent unnecessary and costly incidents. I ran out of space there when I made the website, but that is by John Ryan. innovative trench solutions. It's going to be a really good presentation on why his spacers are used and how they're keeping the industry safe. The next one down is James Taylor from Footage Tools, proper squeezing of plastic pipe, and this is going to be a really good one as well. He's just going to talk about some of the specifications, some of the different stuff about squeezing plastic pipe. That's at 10:30 to 11:30. Sorry, I didn't talk about the time of the early one.
Yes, you did.
Here's the next one. Dirk is back again. So if you watched his day one class of controlling and understanding static, it's not a bad idea to come back to this class, which is actually like a train the trainer once you start using his product and how to use it, what it's exactly doing, and when you should use it. Once again, Dirk's super informative. That's 12:30 to 1:30. And then also that afternoon from 2 to 3, we have Mark from Adamar, Mark Cole. Adamar is just a groundbreaking company as far as touchless technology in the construction industry. So they have the ability to move road plates without ever having to put your hand on it, and a bunch of other stuff. So
I'll be right back. I'm going to get something to drink while you're talking about this. I already know what's going on.
See you in a minute.
All right, I'll be back.
Day 2, track 2, day 2. I'm sorry, I was assigned all of day 2. We have Drilling Mud School, which is actually the only guy who's taking up two slots with his course. Todd Tannehill from Setco. And to tell you that Todd's been in this industry for a long time is probably an understatement. And also, this is going to be an abbreviated mud school, but this would typically be a 2 to 3 day class. So it's going to kind of be an intro to mud school, and it's good for anybody that has anything to do with HDD drilling.
Is he just going to talk really fast for 2
hours?
I
hope so. I hope so. It'd be amazing.
Like an auctioneer.
3 days and 2 hours. It'd be amazing.
Yeah. If he,
I only have 2 more. That's amazing. So then 12:30 to 1:30 on day 2 is Atmospheric Corrosion Solutions with Wax Tape by Frank. We got a little sneak peek into this presentation.
It's worth watching.
Fantastic. It's I'm probably looking forward to that one. Out of all of them, probably in the top 5. And then the last one for me on day 2 is going to be put on by Colin Schaub from Clockspring NRI, and we're going to talk about the decade of reliable leak repairs in the natural gas industry while using one of their products, Trident Seal. It's been around for a long time, and it's something near and dear to our heart. But that about rounds out day 2. I'm sorry for boring everyone with that, but something's.
I think you did an excellent job, Chad.
Thank you, Ted. I appreciate that. Joe left very rudely, but that's okay.
I was thirsty. What do you want from me?
Now here's the thing. He's going to get on here and make both of us talking about ours. We're going to look like Smuckatellis here because he's going to say it. And it's going to sound wonderful, and you and I are going to be like,
I know, because he's very good at that, and I'm not.
You guys done yet? I don't know if I'm getting complimented.
Yeah, I gotta go get something to drink.
I don't know if I'm being. I don't know if I'm getting complimented or beat up there.
It was both.
December 3rd, day 3. This is the time that probably our hair will start falling out and we'll start having heart palpitations from nervousness and anxiety. But first one is Sean Bauer from Layman's. He's going to do his FADU, which is the flange assembly demo unit. Really neat product. Kind of shows how to torque bolts and the proper way to install flanges. He's from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. From 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. we have basics of proper soil compaction with Jill Lehman from MBW. Jill's kind of a wealth of knowledge when it comes to soil compaction, and we're really interested in hearing from her. She's got a lot of good comments and some cool stuff to talk about. For those of you that don't know, Cody Gastruk, he'll be doing his presentation, Introduction to Valves, from 12:30 to 1:30. We can
guarantee with Cody on that, you will see fast talking, and we'll jam pack all of the information you need to know.
He does. It is a lot of information though to try and pack in there.
Cody's
he's going to do a heck of a job. So
Cody's going to pack 6 hours of information into a 30-minute speech. So stay tuned for Cody. Love you, buddy. From 2 to 3, we're going to have Connections Are King, the importance of properly installed underground wire splices. Tracer wire, basically, connections from Nate Burns at King Innovation. That's oh, I got another one here. Oh, Christ. Day 2.
You have a whole nother track there, buddy.
I thought I was done. I was going to go take a nap.
I thought you
underground well, underground tooling for HCD. Mike Harmon from Melford Borzall. That's from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pretty cool company. Borzall is kind of the leading cutting edge of underground construction and drilling equipment. So that'll be an interesting to watch. I'm actually really excited to see that one.
Tune in for their fastback system stuff.
You know the thing that's really the most interesting.
Right here.
And are you done? Are you getting paid? Is there a segment that they allow you to get paid for
No
promoting
free
the product?
plugs, Ted.
Yeah,
I get a
really.
nickel every time I say Boards All On.
Yeah, well, great. You made 15
I signed a
cents.
sponsorship deal.
But one of the things that I think is really unique is like we all kind of operate in our different areas of the market, but there's so many things on here that we hear about, but we get to show up and hear about some of these things that we don't really integrate with every day. And I'm really excited about specifically the Boards All One. There's my nickel. From 11:30 to yeah, right. From 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. we have Choosing the Right Product, Couplings in the Natural Gas Industry with Jeff Beecham from Smith Blair. Jeff has a lot of knowledge. He's been in the business forever. If you've watched our Connections show, he's like the foremost expert on couplings in the natural gas industry. So he'll be a pretty entertaining one.
And he has a southern drawl.
And he does. He's actually going to do the exact opposite of Cody. He's gonna put 12 minutes of content into his speech. Love you, Beecham. Tracer wires, connection to the natural gas industry. That's with Kelly Benjamin. Apparently, Chad didn't feel comfortable putting her name on the website.
I guess I should fix that now.
That's from 12:30 to 1:30. Kelly, we're sorry. Chad's apparently losing his mind. UPSCO's. The last one is Mr. Kuvo and I. We're going to be doing UPSCO's proven process and just a little bit of background on UPSCO and some of the items that we, are manufacturing, our welding operations. So a little bit more information about that. That's from 2 to 3, and oddly enough, is the least registered one. So thank you, everyone, for being completely interested in the things that Chad and I have to say. Really happy with that. Thank you to all 9 of you that have already registered. We're really excited to talk with you. The only other thing that we didn't touch on, boys, and Teddy, if you could go all the way to the top, please.
I'm the technical expert in the group. If you can tell, I'm the one who gets to share the screen.
Yeah.
No, it's because you're the one with the Zoom.
Recurring meeting.
So on the top, and just one thing that I wanted to discuss really quickly, if you're unable to attend, obviously, and you still want to, look at this content. After everything's said and done, in the upper left-hand corner, you're going to see a thing that says presentation. And all of the presentations are going to be recorded. If you could just X that out, Ted. All of them are going to be, all of them are going to be recorded. And then when you come to watch any of them, we're just going to ask for your email and sign in to the site. That way you can log in and view everything that's on there. Again, as you noticed, we have track 1 and track 2 on each day. And if there's anything that are in tandem with one another and you're not able to watch one or the other, you can log on after the fact. So we just wanted to let you guys know that was an option as well. And the last thing and the most important thing is for me is it's free. There's so many things in this industry right now that are, pay to play kind of deals. And we wanted to make this just something that was open and available to everyone. So hopefully, there you go. Register now for free. Look at that on cue. The last thing that I want to talk about is just all of the names that we just read out. Minus Kelly Benjamin, who we don't clearly.
Fixed it already. If you actually reload it, it's probably there now.
So we just want to say thank you. This has been a lot of work for all of you, and we do appreciate the fact that you guys have taken your time and energy and efforts to put into making this a success. While the platform and doing the registrations and the marketing efforts and all that have been kind of our ownership, without the content that you guys are all providing, it just wouldn't be even remotely possible to do this. So for all the names that we just read, thank you very much. We're hoping that you guys get as much out of this as we do, and also the registrants do. And we're just really excited about next week. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't absolutely nervous, and terrified. Yeah. We do want to point out that we have a neat little thing. Zoom shuts down after 100 people. We would like you guys, we implore you to break our computers and have us have to upgrade.
And we're pretty.
And Ted.
Pretty darn close.
Did you freeze or did I freeze?
I think he froze.
Yeah, you froze.
Hey, don't talk about me like that. I'm right here now.
Put your scuba helmet back on. So, but no, in all seriousness, when we get to 100, and we're very close on a few, and we'd love the opportunity to have to say that we were able to do that for our exhibitors. So, we're hoping that that's something that happens. We have a couple more days to have that be a possibility, and let's see if you guys can do it, please.
That's a challenge being issued from us to you. We'll
do it.
Watch it now.
Do it.
I'm gonna go make a bot that just throws email addresses.
I
in
know.
there.
I was gonna say now everybody's gonna go like sign in with their 14 Google accounts or Gmail accounts, and we're gonna. But no, and it's a lot of fun, and there is a little bit of anxiety that the internet holds up and that everything goes off without a hitch. But I think it'll be good, and I don't know. I don't know what else we have for today, but
I have one thing. You ready? Chad, are you ready for me to make Joe really mad on camera?
Yeah.
what?
What's today's gas fact, Joe? Gas fact.
Oh, it's funny that you should ask, Ted,
Get back!
because while you think
Yes! He was
He missed day one. That's why. He has no idea who's on day one now because he found a gas fact while you were doing day one.
no, actually it was right in the beginning. To be honest with you, I knew this was going to happen, and I was like, this is actually a state-specific gas fact, but I thought it was interesting. Since 2011, $1 billion has been generated in new revenue for Pennsylvania from natural gas.
I assume I guess that mostly probably from drilling and taxing, right? I mean, that's where most of it's probably from. Is the
I mean, I
shale.
know we don't want to get into the revenue part of it, and we want to talk about
No.
why it's wonderful in other
That
ways.
pays
but
that pays for schools, that pays for roads, that pays. I mean, that pays. That's should
No,
be,
man.
I
it
just
all relates. Gas fact.
I don't know. I just thought that was pretty cool. So, and I may have not even read that right. So if anybody wants to like fact check me on it,
So gas sort of effect. Gas sort of effect.
Possible gas fact?
Gas.
it's
might be effect.
it's a gas possibility, boys. it's a gas possibility. You know, that's I'm speaking of possibilities over here.
Speaking of which, I hung another drawing my daughter made on the wall in the back.
It looks like a white sheet of paper.
Yeah,
It
from here,
looks
it
amazing.
Looks like a white sheet of paper.
She's a fantastic artist.
Now you can see it a little bit.
No,
No,
now it's a
What-
white sheet of paper with a red dot on it.
we'll cover it next Monday. While Joe and I are having anxiety attacks waiting for the expo to start the next day.
Yeah.
Well, guest is really exciting. The guest we're going to share next Monday.
Yeah.
Maybe we won't say who it is, but we said
Yeah, we can talk about it. Let's
talk
pump
about
his tires a little bit.
And then
Maybe
we
he'll
can
get
get
some
outta
more
here.
people to watch him.
Right. Joe McCarthy.
Is that it?
That's it.
Hey, bye.
No, I think the first thing I want to say about Joe is what a pleasure it was to have him on and to interview him. But just to listen to him, you know, I think what I liked the most was him talking about his father. And I think, you know, when we talked to him, you know, there was a lot of times where he went back to his siblings and said, hey, like, give me some ideas and thoughts, because he talks about him. He grew up at UPSCO. I mean, his dad created our company, as crazy as that is, 60 or 55 years ago.
And for those of you
Wild.
that don't know Joe, he's still in the industry.
Yeah,
He still operates within the industry. He has has a business that, you know, is still very relevant. He's still working in the gas industry. And I think that's, you know, UPSCO was created in 1965, and Joe has stories, and we'll leave, you know, I'll spare you the details now, but he you know, he grew up and his family grew up with this organization. So pretty cool stuff. Yeah, we're really excited to have Joe. And again, thanks Dan Pajak for making that happen and making the connection, putting Joe on the show. And that applies for pretty much every guest that we've had in the last 10 to 12 weeks. You know, Danny's been kind of our cheerleader and getting people on board. So Dan, just if you're still watching, if you haven't tuned out and you're looking to file like complaints and reports with HR, we're thankful. Thank you.
One last shout out to you know, Borzal, our other PCA.
Borzal.
Chad, is there any way when you edit that you can put like blurry over that tat?
No, I can make him say like cheeseburger instead of Borzal though.
Yeah, that'd be good. Just
Money.
once, if you could do that. He only gets paid a penny for every time he says cheeseburger, so you know.
All right.
All right,
Great
fellas.
episode. I hope you guys like this little special edition. I hope that you guys are all still watching.
I love the fact that we think people still are. Like in our eyes, we think people are still acting. If listen to me, if you're still watching this right now, prove me wrong. Right? And we watched the whole thing, or I watched the whole thing in the comments, because I don't believe it.
I have a tough time believing
anyone who types that in to the not anyone. The first 15 people who type that in, we'll send an UPSCO hat to.
15?
First 15.
You could say the first 300 because there's going to be
Yeah.
and it's
First
gonna be
1,000.
you, me, Joe, and probably Adam.
Oh, give me the first 15. All right.
First 15, we'll throw in something extra other than a hat. The rest you can have a hat. Anybody who comments will send you a hat.
What are you going to give a luggage tag?
No, I'm just gonna go to Marshall's. We didn't say it was gonna be an UPSCO hat. Just go get your hat.
Hey, we're out of here. Thanks for joining us on Connections for Life. Remember to click, like, subscribe, share, build our audience. And we thank you guys. We love you guys. And we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.